Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to Crash Landing. So, between episodes, I did a little bit of work here. I made an automatic cactus farm here, and I know that center cactus isn't growing, and I may have to change it just a little bit, but we are making cactus here, and actually here I'm going to go ahead and lock that. I'm going to grab this cactus out, and what we can do with this is if we surround a glass bottle with cactus, we get clean water. So that is just absolutely great. That allows us to get all the water that we need with no energy use or anything. So we are going to be shifting to cactus for our water rather than leaves so that we don't have to always be sharing leaves. Now also I've been getting tons of eggs and tons of chickens, so pretty soon we'll have a lot of chicken. And I've been raising a little bit more of these squid plant seeds. But today I really want to take a journey over to the city. So I was sieving some sand and got some ancient spores. Well, ancient spores give us mycelium, and mycelium is needed for the next step that we need before we can go to the city. So if we plant some mycelium here and go ahead and spread this all out, now we are going to place down our oak barrels on this. And I think I'm going to have to, here, just a second, I got to turn these sounds down, because that is just ridiculous. Now what we can do here, we can click a bottle of water on this and it will make witch water. So witch water is used to make soul sand. So as you can see from what I was looking at here, I am wanting to make a shell constructor before we leave. So to make this shell constructor, nothing here is all that bad with the exception of this sink core. Now the sink core requires 2 emeralds, a block of redstone, an ender pearl, 2 daylight sensors, 2 pieces of nether quartz, and a lapis lazuli block. And the daylight sensors take glass, nether quartz, and slabs. So we don't have any nether quartz. Well, how do we get nether quartz? I guess that's the wrong button. We sieve soul sand. Well, how do we get soul sand? We get soul sand by putting sand in witch water, and I have zombies coming after me. So I'm going to go ahead and close this back up here real quick, and I'm going to sleep the night away, same as usual. Oh, you can't sleep outside while it's raining. Can't sleep outside while it's raining. That is an odd one. Okay, let's try this. I have never seen that comment before. You can't sleep outside while it's raining. Okay, so now these guys should be burning. We are going to go ahead and grab some sand. We'll go ahead and break our way back out of here. And we got to be really careful here because these guys can light us on fire right now. We got our stuff here, so make sure there's no mobs around. So if we put some sand in that witch water, we get soul sand. So I'm going to go ahead and make a whole bunch of soul sand here. And then I am going to get that all sieved up. We need to get some nether quartz, and then I will make that shell constructor, and then we'll look at moving on to that city expedition. So I will be back in a little bit. So guys, we're ready to make this shell constructor now. So first off, we're going to make our 2 daylight sensors. We're going to put those in here, and we will be making our sink core. Now from the sink core, we go ahead and make our shell constructor, and we have that. So now another thing, I went ahead and killed a bunch of the chickens so that I could get some chicken and feathers, and I made just an absolute ton of arrows. So we have a bunch of arrows now. I guess I did forget to grab a bow, so I'll go ahead and grab that bow here real quick. And then we are going to go ahead and set the shell constructor right here in front of this energy cell, and we're getting power from the energy conduit. Then we just right click on this, it'll do a little damage to us, and now it is starting to construct us. Now, I can't remember, does this thing need a redstone signal? Or does it just need power? I don't recall. Now all of a sudden that is no longer connected. Let's try giving it a redstone signal and see what happens. Wrench? No, no wrench. It was connected there for a little bit. Let's try changing the output on... Whoops, that's the wrong one. Let's try putting an output here on the front. Okay, well that works. So we're outputting now directly from the face of the hardened energy cell into the shell constructor. So that's going to go ahead and make a copy of me so that if I do happen to die in the city, at least I will have a copy of myself to continue on with a new life. So we're going to let that build up. And yeah, I think once that's all built up, well, I got a little bit of food production to make here. I actually might... Whoops. No. And now we fight against the water. Okay, I got to get that water off of my hotbar. That killed a whole bunch of our peanuts and a whole bunch of stuff. So, yeah, that was no good. So, yeah. But I need to make up a bunch of food here. I got my 16 cooked chicken. And I'm going to make a bunch of those foot-long sandwiches. I already have a bunch of leafy fish sandwiches. And those are good for just like the jelly sandwiches. So that's just another food source. So we have quite a bit of food here. And if I get those footlongs, we'll just have everything that we need for food. We've got our hang glider. We have a dolly so that we can grab a chest if we need to. Got our needle gun and a couple other things along with us, so we should be pretty well prepared. The only thing left now is oops, wrong chest. So we've got 13 diamonds here. Let's see, what have we got in here? We've got 2 more, so that makes 15 diamonds. So we're going to go ahead and make a pair of diamond leggings. We've got 8 left. It's not quite enough to make a hat and boots, so I'm going to make a hat and leggings. So we're going to go ahead and pop these on. And that's going to give us a fair amount of protection. And I guess if nothing else, we could make some iron boots to go along with that. But some armor is better than none. So we're going to let this guy build up. And then we'll probably take off for the city. Okay, guys, I think I'm pretty much ready to go here on this trip. I have... made a whole bunch more camel packs, filled them up, and put them in my bag of holding. I also made another bag of holding to take with me. Have a bunch of leafy sandwiches, a bunch of footlongs, tons of apple sandwiches, which actually I'm going to take one more of those out, and some of the orange sandwiches. So we should have plenty of food. We got tons of arrows, so that shouldn't be an issue. So we're going to go ahead and make a pillar of cobblestone and crawl up that and glide off of it, because that will... make it to where we don't use so much hunger. Also, I've brought my bed along so that we don't have to worry about nighttime. So the first thing we're going to do here is get outside and build up our pillar. And by the way, I am really sorry about the noise in the background. There is a spray plane flying by right now, and there's just nothing I can do about that at the moment. So we're just going to go ahead and pillar straight up right here. So we don't want to go too far, because we do need to get our ladders on. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get these ladders all the way up to the top. Oh, wow, that guy got really close there. So I'm going to get these ladders all the way up to the top, and then I will come back. Alright, guys, I think we're ready to try this out. I guess we should probably eat first. Let's see here, how's our... Yeah, we're doing okay on that one. And I think that, yeah, it's ticking down as I go. So I think we're going to try heading about northeast here. And we're going to see what we come across. So we're just going to fly out here and just see if anything comes into view. Now, I thought I had seen a road out here somewhere. And I'm not seeing it now. So we're just going to head straight off here to the northeast and see if we come across anything. Guess we can turn just ever so slightly east. See a big pile of dust. Map is not loading very good, so who knows, we could have stuff and not even know it. We're almost to the ground. Ground height is at 75, so we've got about another 10 blocks to go down. And we're still not getting anywhere. Well, we were only supposed to have to go 200 blocks away, and that is... oh, we've gone 400 or 500 blocks diagonally, and there is no city. So, we may have to head back to our base and try this again. Wait, what? Nope, that's just a dust. We're gonna have to sleep here. Night's coming up. So let's go ahead and throw down the bed. Can we sleep yet? Nope, not yet. Watch that temperature meter right now. So let's just go ahead and continue heading northeast. Just see if we can find anything here. Kind of bothering me. It says that there is a city just 200 blocks away and we haven't found a thing. Just a lot of piles of dust. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and head back. So I will meet you guys back at the base. Well, I'm really happy to see that this diamond armor really makes a difference on our heat. You can see the ambient temperature is not very high in comparison to our body temperature. That means we shouldn't be using as much water either. I just wanted to see here if we've got one more diamond here, and nope, unfortunately we don't. But yeah, I double-checked the quest book, and it very definitely said that this city was supposed to be 200 blocks or so north. So I've already tried straight north, I tried northeast, so we'll try northwest now. And just see if we can find anything. If I can't find it there, I'm kind of wondering what's going on. But I'm going to go ahead and crawl up to the top here, head straight northeast, and or northwest, and if I happen to come across the city, I will bring you back. Alright, well on the map I can see, yep, it's rendering in. So we do have a city here. So we're going to keep our distance just a little bit here. And we'll carefully drop down here. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and build another tower here so that we can get back to our base. So this is pretty much exactly straight northwest of our base. So I brought along some blocks and ladders, and we're going to go ahead and just make another one of our towers up onto this, or up, and then I will go ahead and start exploring this city. So I've been kind of looking at this city from up here on top of this platform, and one thing that I've noticed here is this city is embedded in the dust. So I don't know what the story is on that, but we have a couple of good buildings here right off the bat. We have the factory right here, and this should have some pieces for the high oven in it, and maybe some pneumatic craft stuff, as well as some pieces for a smeltery. And then over here in the distance, I can see, I think this is the pallet, or the, oh, I can't remember what that thing is called, but and one thing that I'm really looking forward to about this city is the fact that there is a huge amount of fantasy blocks in it. And I actually want to build most of my base out of these fantasy blocks. Now, fantasy blocks aren't too hard to make. They're just, I think it's a gold nugget surrounded by, smooth stone. But at the same time, I kind of want to not have to make everything myself, so we're going to quick get in here. We've got a zombie pig spawner. These guys are hostile right off the bat, so we want to kill that. And this chest is empty. Well, that kind of stinks. So we're going to go ahead and take this chest. We're pretty much going to be taking just about everything, but we'll come back for it later. So we've got that. We have over here an elevator from Open Blocks, and I've really been wanting to get some of these. So, yeah, we've got some spiders down here and a creeper by the looks of it. So we want to get down here real quick, kill this creeper. No! Okay. No spawner there, but there should be a spawner inside of here. No, there's a chest. Okay, no spawner higher up. Okay, so these cities have been changed a little bit in design from before. Ah, come on, die. So whatever kind of this spider spawner will kill that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and we'll harvest all of these high oven bricks because they're going to be well worthwhile. This is kind of an odd city. So let's see what's in here. A little bit of aluminum brass and an alumite scythe head. Well, that's kind of nice actually because I was thinking about making one of those. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and harvest a little of this stuff up. We'll go ahead and grab this chest. Yeah, I know, I'm using my pickaxe for that. Well, we'll just grab a bunch of this stuff. And, yeah, all of this stuff is cracked and broken. We got one piece there that isn't. Okay, so we'll go ahead and grab that lower elevator here. Yeah, we might as well grab all of this clear glass. And we'll get a bunch of these fantasy blocks later on. So there's going to be a lot of blocks to harvest here, and by the looks of it, this is going to be a big hole in the ground when everything is done. So, yeah, that's it for that factory. Let's go ahead and head over to the next building here. I'm not really too keen on this city being in the ground, but yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. Everything's kind of being taken over here, so is there any spawners down here? We've got an elevator. Boy, a big hole in the side of this building. So we'll go ahead and pillar up here a little bit. And see, okay, so no spawners yet. Got some glass bottles, Certus quartz, rotten flesh. We need to get rid of a little bit of this stuff out of our inventory. I'm going to go ahead and put that aluminum brass in there. And yeah, we're going to move the food. And I suppose we'll put all of these blocks that we're getting in this second golden bag. So we'll go ahead and take all of this and grab that chest so that we don't have to worry about it later on. No, we don't have that on us, the Matic. So, boy, this building is in terrible repair. Let's go ahead and dig through the floor. But I hope these guys aren't above us. I don't hear any mobs. So we'll go ahead and pull out our sword. I don't see any mobs, so we've got another floor. Whoa! That hurt. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and grab these elevator frames. We're gonna run out of blocks here really soon at this rate. Didn't bring that many. Zombie dying around here somewhere. So we'll go ahead and grab a little bit of our cobblestone back and we'll just head up some more. Okay, anything up here on this floor? Doesn't really look like it. Boy, this is just terrible. Should have brought the chisel along with me so that I could make some of these blocks so that they stacked easier. So we'll go ahead and just grab this factory block and get up here on the next floor. Anything up here? I don't really see anything. Is this the ceiling then? It looks like it is because we've got cement above us. Yep. So yeah, not much of anything on this building. So we're going to go ahead and get back down. We had a little bit of crummy loot from the one chest, but not much of anything. We're going to go ahead and grab a few of these blocks on the way down. And, yeah. So I'm going to just do a little looking around here. Ooh, we got a burning zombie here. We'll just check this building here. Oh, we got a thief skeleton in there, giant zombie. Well, we've got a little bit of loot down in that one. And I am starving, so we better get some food in us. We can eat that one more time, and actually it looks like we need to. So, yeah, let's take a look around here. I'm really interested in finding another one of these factories. Kind of interested to know... Whoa, zombie pig, run! We're not even going to mess with that. So we're coming up on nighttime. I think it's time just to crawl back up our tower, and we'll sleep the night away, and yeah, then we'll do a little more exploring. So I will be back in just a little bit. Well, I don't know what the heck the problem is here. When I sit down a bed and try to sleep in it, all of a sudden I'm at negative 140 on the y-axis and falling. But when I leave the bed, I'm back up here on top of this platform. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I think we're going to try flying out across the city here and see if we can get to another one of these factories, because I really need some of those pneumatic craft things. Looks like we've got a factory right here. Really don't like this idea of being in the middle of the city. There's going to be a lot of spawners around here. So, yeah, this city is just absolutely in terrible shape. So we're going to go ahead and drop down here. Doesn't look like there's anything on the second floor. Oh, we got an Enderman here. See if we can maybe get... Yes, an Ender Pearl. That's good. So, what kind of spawner we got here? An Enderman spawner. It's too bad I can't keep that. But if we get a bit of... okay, so we've got some seared brick and scorched brick. That's good. If we get ourselves a mob spawner, I don't think we'll have any problems with being able to get Endermen. So there was a tank. So there's another casting basin. Another table. And yeah, we got a whole bunch of bricks here. And I'm being disturbed. What is that noise? Oh, it is raining. And it is raining hard, and I'm getting a bunch of lag here on the server too. That's kind of odd. So we're just going to grab a few more bricks here. Let's see, did we have an elevator in this building? It doesn't really look like it. Looks like there should have been one and it's been blown apart or something. This city is just absolutely horrid. So let's see here, look around at the mobs here. We want to head... Oh, I don't know where we want to head. We want to just be really careful here because we can die in an instant here, and I don't feel like losing all of my gear. Oh, we got zombie pigs. We got lots of zombie pigs. Run! And oddly enough, oh, I know why. We're not getting the zombie pigs showing on the mini-map because I think the passive mobs are turned off. So are these guys still chasing me? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the radar here. We need to show neutrals. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So this city really has nothing to offer us, which is kind of unfortunate. So yeah, I think basically what I'll do is just procedurally tear it down, and yeah, we'll just bring all the blocks back to our base and go from there. So this once was a building in this city. We've gotten a huge amount of resources from it. I also found out that buried under the edge of the dust here is a whole bunch of this paved blackstone, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but yeah, we got tons of that. Just an absolute huge amount of these factory blocks, and a whole lot of fantasy blocks as well. Now, I did find out I do have my chisel with me, so what I've been doing here, and I just found a chest that had some TNT, redstone ore, cobwebs in it, and a glass bottle, so that was kind of neat. But what I do here is I just take the fantasy blocks and chisel them into the exact same thing for all of them, so that they'll all be the same. Then I do the same thing with the factory blocks, which I've been using this style for stacking. And let's see, that's a factory block as well. So then that means that they'll all stack together. Then I just go into my bag of holding here and drop off a bunch of this dust as well. And I think I want to pull that Certus quartz out of there. And so this makes it to where all of that stuff stacks together real well. And you can see we've got quite a bit of stuff already. There's, 6.5 stacks of the factory blocks. I've found one piece of futuristic armor plating so far, which isn't much. And then we've got 4.5 stacks of the fantasy blocks, and then a whole bunch of these, high oven and smeltery blocks, and then a bunch of dust as well. But I am going to be running out of inventory space here pretty soon, so I suppose what I'll do now, I'm going to leave this foundation here right now, and I'm going to go and see if I can find anything more of interest here in the city before I leave. And yeah, if I find anything interesting, I'll let you know. Well, this is actually pretty nice. Found some rose red here, which I know that's going to be needed later on to make a few things. But really, I mean, I've been kind of just hopping around here. Did I miss? No, that's just a one of those bibliocraft things. But yeah, a little bit of Invar. That's good. But I've just been going around here trying to grab a little bit of this stuff. And so yeah, I've got mobs below me. I'm going to try going up a floor here. And just see here, we'll break these. Yep, I kind of figured that. So we'll break some of these bookshelves, because books are always good. We got more spawner there. So a flower pot and a dead bush. Oh, yeah, we needed a dead bush. So, yeah, that's there's a little bit of stuff there, but we got an elevator block there. So I need to get a little bit of food, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just keep exploring here and see if I can find anything else. Oh, I just had a zombie drop a red heart. That's kind of nice. So, just been kind of going around here, looting a little bit of stuff here and there. There's not really much around here. Am I seeing a blizz? Or is that one of those... No, that's one of those blue creepers. Say, I couldn't hardly believe that a blizz would live in this environment. But, yeah, my inventory is getting pretty close to full, so I'm going to go ahead and head back to the base. And we'll just take a look at what we've got and go from there. Well, if I were to classify this trip, I would call it a successful failure in that we got back home alive, but we didn't really pick up what we were looking for. We were looking for anything to help us with pneumatic craft, and we didn't find a thing. So, I mean, that kind of stinks. We did get an awful lot of stuff, you know, and we didn't lose our extra life either, which that's always good. But, yeah, I mean, we did get an awful lot of stuff. I mean, we got this redstone ore, which is good, some Invar, bunch of dyes, some aluminum brass. I mean, just some oddball stuff there. Quite a bit of iron. And then if we take a look at the other bag of holding, I mean, we got tons of bricks to build with. And we got a whole bunch of sand too, which, yeah, I know it's not exactly what we were looking for, but it's something. We also got these cobwebs, which is something that I don't think we can get these. No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like there's a recipe for that. No use for it either. So, I mean, that's a decoration, but these fantasy blocks is really what I was looking for. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of factory blocks too, so we've got a whole bunch of stuff that we can build with. And we still have our extra life, so that's good. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode good. So, if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give it like if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!